it's kind of a real turnaround for you. You're going back to a degree where it all started for you at Queen's Park, and you had all those difficulties and doubts earlier in those times. You're even working in a supermarket at one point, and now you're coming back, leading your country over that white line at Hampden tomorrow into the first finals in 23 years. What have been the emotions going through your mind, and what do you think it'll be like when you do step over that white line tomorrow?
Yeah, look, to be honest, I've tried to not think about it. I've tried my best to put it to the back of my mind just now, but I think yesterday and today, certainly, you can see all the boys. It's now becoming a reality, and it's now on the horizon. It's the eve of the game, and you can see the boys are excited. Obviously, I'm excited, and like you said, I'm always one to kind of look forward, not look back in my career, but going full circle and walking out in front of 300 people not so long ago, and now captain my country to a major tournament in 23 years. It's going to be incredible. But for me, I'm just lucky enough to be captain. I'm privileged to be it, but all the players will be feeling the same. It's the first time Scotland have been represented here in a long time, and it's up to us to try and put on a good show that our country's proud of.
Do you think there's a fine line to be drawn, Andy, in terms of not being over-emotional because of that absence, that length of time we've been waiting, and also just trying to get the focus right, being professional and getting the job done? Of
course, look, that's the thing. We've already watched, obviously quite a few of the games that have already kicked off, and you can see everyone. They're all emotional, representing your country, whether it's a regular thing every 2 years or whether it's North Macedonia the first time ever. It's an emotional thing. It's emotional to represent your country, and always in major tournaments. I think more of the country tune into football, even people that maybe don't have interest in it. So. Look, it's about controlling your emotions. It's about staying on top of it. It's about being emotional in the right way. And look, I'm sure we will be that. And we'll be focused on our game. At the end of the day, we're professionals. We know how to control it, and a lot of us have played in big games before. And we'll be ready come 2 o'clock tomorrow. So we're looking forward to it. It's about trying to stay as calm as we can tonight, trying to get the best possible sleep we can, and then tomorrow we wake up and the day's finally here.
Looking at the game against the Czechs then, Andy, you've had good results against them, albeit they've been close games. They've had their issues personnel-wise in the build-up to this tournament. Does that give you a slight advantage together with playing at Hampden going into this vital first fixture tomorrow?
No, look, obviously the away game was, I'm not sure if any of the players that we played that night are in the squad, because obviously of COVID and all players were isolating. And then, the game at home was an incredibly tough game. We obviously took the lead, and then, we hung on a wee bit, and it could have been a draw on another day. But look, Czech are a really good team with some really good players, and it's up to us to try and stop them. It's trying to stop them doing what they want to do, and try and impose ourselves on the game as well and cause them problems. So we need to get the balance right. They're a very good team, and like you said, the games we've played against them have been close, and we expect the same tomorrow. And if we want to beat them, we need to be at our best. Anything below that won't be good enough, I believe. And but if we put in 100% performance, then I believe we've got a real good chance of winning this game, and it would get us off to a great start. But the bad thing for us is Czech will be looking to do the exact same thing. Everyone wants the first 3 points in the group, and they'll be looking to do the exact same thing. So, like I said, it's up to us to try and stop their threats, but also impose ourselves on the game and try and take the lead, and then try and get a massive 3 points.
Just a final question for me, Andy, on the game. If say you were to win it, given the upward curve this group has been on, it would be a real fillip, it would be a real confidence boost, wouldn't it, going into the other 2 games?
Yeah, look, when we look in training, when even think the Holland game in particular, the warm-up games, the lads are getting more and more confident. But it's just that belief thing, and obviously us qualifying for the tournament was a huge step for this squad in terms of believing in themselves, believing we belong in this stage, believing we can play in these big tournaments, and we obviously done that. But now it's about the next stage for us. It's about believing we can compete here, and we can get out the group, and we can go into the knockout stages. So obviously, a good result tomorrow would be a big, confidence booster, but, give the lads even more belief than we already have, and, it'd be a big step. But like I said, we know how tough it's going to be, so we need to be at our best, and if we do that, then, it gives us the best possible chance.
Okay. Andy, are you aware that children are going to be watching this match at schools across the whole of the country, and how excited are you about that? The fact that you as a squad, you're inspiring loads of children watching Scotland for the first time in a major tournament.
Yeah, just sorry, before I answer that, my well wishes and the whole of the Scotland team's well wishes to Christian Eriksen and his family after what we witnessed last night. So I hope him, his family, and all the Danish players are okay after what we've seen yesterday. So my heart goes with them, and luckily the news seems to be a wee bit more positive today, and the way the Danish players acted on the pitch was a credit to themselves. So whatever else happens in this tournament, for me, they'll be the heroes in this one. So but back to your question, the fact that a lot of kids, probably, unfortunately, probably even teenagers and early 20-year-olds haven't witnessed us ever in a major tournament, and the fact that that's now going to happen, I hope it inspires a nation. I hope that people are happy, and I hope we can make them happy. But you can feel a real buzz around the city and around the country already, and we hope that continues for the the duration of the tournament.
Right, folks, apparently they're having technical issues again. I gather that you cannot see Andy. Hopefully you heard that at least. So they're going to have to log us out here and then log us back in to get the video working.
So no.
Okay, Jane, I think we're back. I think you still have the floor. Can you see Andy now?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic. Okay. It's a shame that you can see him there because he absolutely nailed what he just said about Christian. Let's carry on.
Did you want to start again then, or did you want to
go on? Yeah.
Carry on.
We'll carry on. Thank you.
Okay. So I don't know, Andy. Then, if you want to give your tribute to Christian again, then.
Yeah. First of all, before this press conference goes any further, I'd like to send my well wishes to Christian Eriksen, his family, all the Danish players, all the Danes as a country. What we witnessed yesterday was obviously scary for the footballing community, and luckily the news today is a wee bit more positive. So my thoughts and all the players' thoughts go with him, his family, and everyone else connected to him. The way the Danish players dealt with it, and what must have been a heartbreaking thing for all of them. They stood up to it, and for me, no matter what happens in this tournament, that'll be the picture that I'll remember, that everyone should remember, because when one of their friends was in a bad place, they stood up and they protected him, and they protected him from the world, from cameras and everything, and gave him the privacy that he needed at that moment. And their captain, it nearly brought a tear to my eye the way he stood up. And if all captains were like that, it'd be a lot well. So I'll inspire to be like him. But credit to all of them, credit to everyone connected. And like I said, my well wishes are with him and his family at this difficult time.
Thank you, Andy. I'm just going to ask my question again, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll be aware that there's a lot of children who've been campaigning to be able to watch the match while they're at school, because obviously it's during school time. How excited are you and the rest of the squad that you're going to be inspiring the next generation of children to watch Scotland at a major tournament for the first time in a while?
Yeah, looking rightly so. 2 o'clock kickoff. I think the schools can maybe give them a special pass to watch the game. We obviously want the whole country behind us. Kids and everyone like that's a huge part of our fan base. And for me, it's been a long time coming. There's young kids that haven't seen us, but there's also teenagers and people in their early 20s that unfortunately haven't seen us at a major tournament. So I'm excited for all them. I'm excited for the older generation that were maybe used to us qualifying, and now they get to see us back there. So look, we've not long came up to Scotland, we've not long just landed, and you can feel the buzz already around Glasgow, and I'm sure that's like it in every city and every town in this place. And it's up to us to try and keep a smile on their faces, and that's certainly one of our huge motivations for this tournament.
I know you trained earlier at Hampden, so you walked out onto that pitch. How was that? And also, how's it going to feel that you're going to have 12,000 of the Tartan Army shouting behind you?
Yeah, we've not been to Hampden yet. We trained down in their camp base, so we'll leave Hampden till tomorrow. But the fact of walking out in front of fans again will be incredible. I'd have loved it to have been a full house, but obviously what's going on in the world just now isn't allowing that. But to have 12,000 in will be great. To have some of our family in will be even better. But the 12,000 that are lucky enough to get in, then great. But I'm sure all beer gardens, I'm sure all gardens, houses, and everything will be packed tomorrow. And obviously everyone's looking forward to the game, and as a country, we're looking forward to it, and I'm sure there'll be a huge audience watching it. So, like I said, hopefully we can put a smile on their faces.
Thank you, Andy.
We'll go to David Tanner at TalkSport.
Hi, Robert. Good to see you.
Hi, David. You okay?
Very well, thank you. Very well. The common belief is that this is the most important game in terms of proceeding into, or the most winnable game in terms of proceeding into the knockout stage. Do you believe the Czech game is a must-win or a must-not-lose?
The most important game is the one in front of you. That's the the easy and the best answer. Our full focus is on this game tomorrow. We've not even thought about the other two yet. So, it's not. We don't know if it's a must-win. We want to win it. We want to get the tournament off to a good start. But we know how hard it's going to be. We played against Czech Republic in the Nations League, and it was an incredibly tough game at Hampden. Luckily, we got the win, but we had to work hard for it, and the same will be required tomorrow. They've got a team full of quality. They've got some really good players, and we need to try and stop that threat, but we also need to try and impose ourselves on the game as well, and that's our aim. So, look, every nation in this tournament will want to get the tournament off to a good start for them and get 3 points on the board, and we're no different to that. So, we were doing our all to win the game. We're looking forward to it, and but we know there's a tough task, lying ahead.
We don't have big tournament experience in the Scotland camp. However, you've won the Champions League. Billy Gilmour's won it as well. Do you feel a similar feeling in the build-up to this as to the Champions League final? Yeah,
look, it's the excitement of it. This is why we play football. And yeah, look, me and Billy have obviously been lucky to play in Champions League finals, but other lads have played in cup finals, huge games that were must-wins at club level and also at national team level. So, look, it's the excitement of it. It's the that feeling in your stomach that something exciting is going to happen the next day, and it's all about trying to control that. It's all about trying to stay calm today, try and get a good night's sleep, and then tomorrow go all guns blazing into the game, and that'll be our plan. So the boys seem relaxed, they seem cool, but they seem also ready to what lies ahead, and it's up to us to perform, and like I said previously, it's up to us to try and keep a smile on the nation's face, and that's what we'll be trying to do. So that's our aim. We want to do our country proud, and hopefully we can do that.
We'll go to Luke Shanley at Sky Sports.
Hi Andy, how much personal satisfaction or enjoyment will you take? We all know your backstory in terms of now coming into this game and leading out the nation.
Yeah, look, I've touched on it with you before, Luke, and other people, but being captain of this country means the world to me. It means everything to me, but it makes it even more special to captain these group of lads. It's a really good group. It's a special group, and we all get on so well. We're all so close, and when you're walking in front of them, it makes that that bit more special. So, like I said, being a captain of my country means the absolute world to me, but being able to captain this group of boys means even more. And to do that tomorrow will be emotional, will be excitement, will be an incredible feeling, and I can't wait for it. But I'm lucky enough to be the one that stands in front of them, but I'm so happy for these boys just being here, being on the biggest stage, and then being able to experience it as well. And I can't wait for all of us to hopefully perform on the biggest stage, and let's see what we can do.
It's only been 7 months since that amazing night in Belgrade, but how much do you feel that the team have improved since then and are even more together, given all the experiences in the World Cup qualifiers in between?
Well, we were well on our way then, Luke, but the main thing that happened was it gave us more belief. Since the managers came in, he's always kind of said, we're a good squad, we've got good players, but, it just seems as if there's a wee bit of belief lacking. And, being able to, qualify for a tournament for the first time in 23 years, it gives you that belief that you can go and do it again, or you can go and perform in the big tournaments. And I think that's probably, I would like us still to have more belief in ourselves, more confidence, and being able to show what we do, and hopefully we can do that on the biggest stage. Because if we do, then we're a right good team on our day. But we need to show it, and we need to perform, and that's certainly the aim for the group stage games, and hopefully that's enough to get us out of it. But the game Monday, it's just the build up to it. We're all so excited about it. It's been 23 long years waiting, and I'm sure not many people will be as happy as you are when we kick off. So, but look, we're so excited for it. We can feel the nation's excited for it, and it's important that we try and, like I said, keep a smile on their faces come 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
We'll go to Gavin McCafferty at PA.
Hi Andy. If I'm right in saying, just going back to the crowd issue, I'm right in saying you had 10,000 fans in Anfield for your last league game of the season. Given that you'd hadn't seen them for so long, did that kind of give you an extra special feeling that you maybe hadn't had before, just because they appreciate it so much? And can you tap into that kind of special feeling tomorrow when you see the fans at Hampden again?
Yeah, look, I think all the boys at Liverpool said it when we ran out. There was goosebumps and everything, because sadly we've become used to empty stadiums and fans not being in, and we're getting close to normality, hopefully, and just life in general. But in football as well, that fans are allowing to get back into stadiums and things like that. Yeah, it's a wee bit different, but having fans in the stadium makes a huge difference, and I'm sure tomorrow will be no different. I think the last time the Scotland fans were in was the Kazakhstan game maybe, and a lot's changed since then. A lot's changed in the team and the squad, and like I touched on, the belief in the squad, and hopefully they see that. But the 12,000 are lucky enough to get in the stadium, because I'm sure we could have sold out Hampden plenty of times over for this game on Monday, and they're lucky enough to be in there. But I'm sure the whole nation will be watching, and we'll feel that support, we'll feel that love, and like I said, hopefully we can do them proud.